Greetings, this is Felix Roman speaking, Field Service Specialist for Yokogawa Corporation of America. Today we're going to discuss about how to use the flow sizing program. If you have not downloaded already, you can access it totally free. And once again, it's a freebie, so you can download it, install it on your machine, and once you have it installed, this is what you're going to see. Remember that you need to have administrative privileges so that you can install this. So said that, now we're showing you how it looks, the first page of the sizing program. In this case, we're going to check on the fluid, and you can have water, condensate, air, nitrogen, saturated steam, etc. But for this example, we're going to use just water. We're going to be measuring in US gallons per minute, but you can have other units also, okay? So, but we will address those in future sessions. In this case, we're going to put 150 for your maximum and operating a minimum, 150 for your pressure, and 150 for your temperature. Once we have submitted the information requested, then we proceed to hit the calculate key, and it indicates that you can use from 1.5 all the way up to 6-inch size tubes. As you go in the bottom, you're going to see there is a preferred unit for the application. And the reason is because it meets the 150 and you still have some gap that the unit can go up. If you're planning on the future to see a higher flow, then you can move to the next unit that would allow you to go up to 325. Please note that as you move up in the ladder, it will reduce the capability of reading in the low side. Let's say on the 1.5 unit, you can go as low as 7.28 gallons per minute, while if you move to the 2-inch unit, the minimal value will be 12 gallons per minute. So set that, we are going to select the preferred unit, and then we are going to the View tab, Set Parameters, and in this area, you're going to check if you're going to be using the contact output, where you can have a scale pulse, on scale, frequency, alarms, etc. But for this example, we're just going to leave it off. You can also determine if your display is going to be in the flow rate is going to be percentage or the actual flow rate. So we're going to leave it for flow rate. In the lower display, you can either leave it blank or you can show the total measured from the unit. So let's say that we select the total. Once we have made this selection, we go to view the parameter sheet, and I'm going to slide this on top of this one so that we can see it. And as you scroll down, you're going to see all the configuration that you need to have on the unit. Please note the only parameter missing is E41, which is the K factor value. And the reason why is because this K factor value comes from the nameplate of the flow tube of the vortex. Okay, so be aware of that. And that's a unique value to each flow tube and for each size. So Besides that, I mean, all the configuration it's already provided. We're going to close on this. And if you notice also, you have some memo notes areas where you can write down information like what is your K factor and what is the span frequency generated based on that K factor of the unit, which we will explain later on this session. For now, we're going to proceed to close this. And now we are going to the tools. We go to the span frequency. And this K factor must be greater than 0.0, meaning there has to be something in there. Okay? So it's going to open this next window, input the K factor to calculate span frequency. And just for testing purposes, we're going to put a number here, 75 pulses per gallon, and the calculated span frequency that represents your 100% of your flow, or your 20 milliamps if you want to look at it like that way. It's 187.499 hertz. Okay? Once again, this value, span frequency, represents your 100% of your value. So, if you go to the unit and you remove the front display and you place an oscilloscope between the COM terminal and TP2, you will read on your oscilloscope if you are going at 100% of your signal, or your flow, I'm sorry, you will see this value. Okay, so we're going to close this. For now, that will be all. Should you have any additional questions or comments, feel free to contact us at 800-524-7378, or you can send us an email to support@us.yokogawa.com. Thanks for your time.